Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, we're going to be taking a look back at a couple of different seasons. One, we're going to take a look back to Melody when she first talked, no gray areas, at least on the show where it was filmed and not edited out. And we're going to also talk about when Kimmie and Maurice first got married, they had the nerve to shade a gift that Melody got them, but then Kimmie was totally fake to her face. Okay, we're going to go through it all. But before we do, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. You hear us content creators ask you that all the time. Even if you were to hit the dislike button, either one of those work the same. They stimulate the video, causing YouTube to recommend it to more people who enjoy discussing Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you as one of the showstoppers. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed for criticism. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So in this first soundbite, this is from season 1, episode 7. This is after Maurice and Kimmie have gotten married. They've gotten back home from Miami. Remember, they got married on the boat in Miami. And they are opening up wedding gifts. And this is what these two boneheads had to say about the lovely lovebirds. Okay, and I'm just going to reserve my commentary until after I play the clip. Here we go.
Yes, babe. I know, man. That's the rescue. That's good stuff. Can you help me? Yeah, I'm about to. It feels amazing that we're married. We've been together for so long, I really didn't think it was going to feel different. And I feel different. I feel like tingly. Oh. Good thing. Shut up. Whose is this? That one, Males and Tails. Got you. Oh, wow. This is nice. Look at that. Pink birds. This is really nice, don't you think? It's different. Those are nice birds. Birds. They look like chickens. No, those are not like roosters. We're going to put this in the dining room. Except we're not. I don't do trinkets. I got you, but if we don't have these birds out when Mel and Tail come over, you know it's going to be an issue. Oh, they gave us the bird? Like the bird? Oh my gosh. This one is from Wanda. That's nice. Oh, a little bathrobe. She means to tell you that when you wear that, that's the only thing that you wear. That's the only thing? That is nice. Look at that, Wanda. No, that's what you're supposed to wear with this. Let me see this. Wait. Let me see it. Hold on. I need to call teacher. Let me see this. Let me see it, babe. That's so nice. Somebody's mama is not supposed to be giving you this. Wanda loves me. Oh, my God. Look at that, babe. That Wanda is a hot mess. Let me see this. I love it. You know what I need with that? You got a hitch on the back? I need a spanker. You know, the little stick with the little fringes on the bottom? Yes. I'm guessing you probably want me to put it on too, huh? Yep. I thought we were going to dinner. I'll have a little snack first. Hey! Come on, Mrs. Scott.
Okay. So let's break that down. Now, the part where you hear, because obviously it's edited, right? So when you watch a reality TV show, they cut between the scene that's filmed between a couple of stars from the show and then their confessional. They'll cut away between the two. So when Kimmie said, wait a minute, Maurice goes, they gave us the bird? And Kimmie's like, wait a minute, the bird? She's actually flipping off, giving the middle finger in her confessional. And of course, they blur it out. But that's what they were saying. They just wanted to shade Melody and Martell as if they got them two crystal lovebirds to say that they were giving them the bird, flipping the bird. But that was not the case. They got them a romantic, expensive gift. I thought it was very unique and very romantic. You don't hear or even see like too many lovebirds displayed in someone's home. And Kimmie had the nerve to call it a trinket. And what really annoys me is she's going to have a sit down with Melody. We're going to get into that scene next. And she totally knew what it was. But in her scene with her husband, she dumbed herself down, pretending like she did not know what it was. Because I have a feeling, in my opinion, Maurice did not realize that those were two lovebirds. He did think they were chickens. And then Kimmie, instead of correcting him, she did not want him to feel away due to his own insecurity. She actually dumbed herself down and said they look like roosters. You should have told him, no, honey, they're two lovebirds. You know, the saying, two lovebirds, that's what they gotten us. And it's crystal, and then it's even like some of the stones have color to them. It's very nice. And he's all like, oh, we're going to sit it in the dining room. And she says, I don't do trinkets. Crystal, I would not consider that to be trinkets. And then, you know, they have a laugh about what Wanda got her. In addition to like the one piece leather in the front, lace in the back, she also got her like a white bathrobe. But Kimmie was just tripping out that Tisha's mom would get her that gift. But like Wanda said at one of the reunions, you know, she and Kimmie are closer in age than Kimmie would like to admit. They're about 5 years apart. But Kimmie was acting like the elderly had given her the sexy, freaky gift, but not so much. So let's go ahead and go to the next scene where she asks Melody to meet her for dinner. And then you're going to see Kimmie be so fake to Melody's face, like Melody is an idiot. You know that she was going to watch the episodes, especially from their very first season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and she saw how you really felt about the gift. So let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Oh, look at all us married now, like I know everything. Right. I asked Mel to go on this dinner because things worked out really well in Miami. I want to thank her for that. And I want to see if we can keep moving forward. Did y'all enjoy the wedding? The wedding was beautiful. I enjoyed it. And got to see some of the people I hadn't seen in a while. Like Tisha's mama. She be wilding out. I'll be at the table like, ooh, somebody get Wanda. Wanda don't be playing, girl. Let me tell you what Wanda got me. I can imagine. Wanda got us a black leather, one-piece bodysuit lace. I was like, Wanda. Wanda's amazing. Mm-hmm. Speaking of got me, thank you for the crystal lovebirds. As a matter of fact, they were so pretty. And I do appreciate that. So I hope I got the little thank you card to say that we see now. Kimmie definitely has excellent taste. The birds are very elegant and very expensive, but Maurice and Kimmie are worth it. But yeah, the wedding was amazing. But like it seemed like y'all went off. Eventually, were y'all there like for the shoot day? Well, girl, listen, let me tell you. So Marcel and I had a little conversation about the infidelity and the cheating. The conversation. Yeah. Do you feel like it was an honest conversation to where y'all can move forward? I'm not really sure at this point. I'm still trying to figure that out. So I'm really surprised to hear that while we're downstairs twerking, they're upstairs fighting. All I can do is try to be there for Mel. Do you feel like he's done it more than one time? Yeah. What would make that well up in you to think that he? Well, I harp a lot on female intuition. Oh, I agree. That is real because I think back to all the time that I had that intuition gut feeling, and I pushed it aside only to find out my intuition was right. But even talking to you now, you seem fairly calm. Like you weren't angry. Like I would flip my lid. I am telling you, I would flip out. And Maurice knows I would flip out. But see, here's the thing. I've already done the crying. I've already felt the depression. I've already had the anger. Once you've done that so many times, how many times does it get? Oh, no, he don't get no more time. How many times? Like, well, you know, in a year and a half, I caught him talking to her 4 times. How do you do that? I think that until you're in that place, you never know. I'm going through a lot right now, so it's nice to have Kimmie as a friend that I can confide in. I wish she had kind of reached out to me back when she found out he was cheating on me, when I really, really, really needed a friend. But, you know, hey, better late than never, right? Kimmie, I wasn't hearing from you while I was going through all of this. No, we don't talk a lot. So it didn't seem as genuine to just out and call you, like, and want to know your business. Not necessarily you calling being in my business, but even just like, you know, hey, Mel, listen, I know you're going through something. I just want you to know that if you ever need someone to vent to, I am here and I am praying for you. You know, and that never happened. And I was a little disappointed in that. I was like, because it actually did happen. I did text you and I said to you, I'm really sorry about what you're going through, and if I can help, then, you know, feel free. Kimmie did reach out via a text message. And to be honest, this kind of situation is more like pick up the phone, girl, and call me. You know what I'm saying? Texting me kind of feels like you don't really care. You know, you always kind of look like you got it all together and that you all in your zone and that's your all in your space. And that's the people that you have to check on. Check on your strong friends. I apologize if that's how you felt, because I would have never thought that that's how you felt, honestly.
Okay, we have a few things to talk about from this scene. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to get the more simple-minded stuff out of the way. Kimmie saying that, oh my gosh, thank you for the crystal lovebirds. They were so nice. Oh, so you knew what they were. But when you were with your Beavis and Butthead husband, Maurice, and he thought they were chickens, you did not bother to correct him and point out how beautiful they were. I thought they looked so gorgeous, and they remind me of like the stained glass that you used to see in churches and some people's homes. But they were lovebirds. How romantic. But you like make fun of them around your husband, but then you smile up in Melody's face and has the nerve to thank her for them. Oh, okay. And in turn, Melody pointed out, she said she has great taste because they're elegant and expensive. Stevie Wonder could see that those two lovebirds were expensive. That was so fake, Kimmie. But then Melody opens up, you know, about everything that she'd been dealing with and how she just had to tell Martell off down in Miami at the wedding. And they walked away from the scene of the reception and the lower level of the yacht. And Kimmie actually asked her, you know, how do you know? How did that well up in you? Sometimes I have to admit, those sorts of questions from other women, they kind of are annoying. I get it. At the same time, they're like natural questions, I guess, in conversation, you know, and then you would elaborate, if you will. But it almost sometimes comes across like the woman is almost trying to have doubt that the person is cheating on you. And, you know, that part is super duper annoying to me. You know, it's because it almost comes off like caping, like you're ready to like make that excuse for him. So then you wait. Well, like, how do you know? But Melody totally leaned into her spiritual side, her spirituality. She said, you know, I am a believer in women's intuition. And Kimmie's like, oh yeah, I know. Really, Kimmie, do you pay attention to your intuition? Do you trust yourself, Kimmie? Do you love, trust, and accept yourself? Shout out to all the genuine therapists out there. Do you love, trust, and accept yourself, Kimmie? Because if you did, If you trusted your intuition, would you still be effing around with Maurice? I'm just posing a question. But Melody said that, she totally believes in women's intuition and she knows what it is. And then she said in a year and a half, she caught him talking to Coleslaw 4 times. So I really wanted to point that out and say, ladies, don't discount your thoughts and your inner feelings as paranoia, or like Risa Tisa, remember from TikTok, who the F did I marry? And she said that she was telling herself, girl, have you been hurt so many times that you think a good man is lying to you when it turns out he was? Do not betray yourselves that way. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. When you work at a bank and you are trained to try and spot out fraud, they tell you, trust your gut. If you suspect anything, do not wait for quote unquote receipts. Contact the loss prevention department so that they can investigate. Trust your gut. Same thing in romantic relationships or any type of friendships. Trust your gut. If you think to yourself, was that shade? Was she disrespecting me? Did he just lie to me? Something's going on. Trust yourself. Do not betray yourself and just say, oh no, I'm tripping. No, they are tripping and trying to trip on you. So I thought that was very important to talk about. So let's go ahead and fast forward a few seasons to season 4. This is a conversation between Melody and Tiffany, and they are at obviously a clothing store. There's also like some lingerie inspired pieces that they're going to mention, and that's going to lead into some conversation about romantic relationships. So I'm going to go ahead and get the clip ready, and then I'll come back with my commentary.
Oh, that's for you. See, I wouldn't. You wouldn't wear that? You would probably look real cute. I bet Lewis would like you in that. Maybe he won't be so sexually needy. Don't give me that silence. I mean, you've been married. You know how that is. Like, girl, y'all are newlyweds. We have a lot of sex. It's still not enough. I said I was going to work this hard for 4 years. We had a conversation. I didn't make this decision alone. Can we continue to just hustle and grind in the bedroom or something? I should maybe survey some men and say, how often do you get your out asking? How often? I'm not the men. We need to make sure, me, number one, work, 2, okay? I often post about, the 5 love languages. And so like mine is physical touch. That's my number 1 love language, physical touch. My number 1 is quality time. Okay. Which is interesting because I'm so busy. So it's like finding those moments to just be. Have y'all had that conversation? We have, but it's been a long time. And I just don't remember what he said. I said, I know what your love language is. It was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. Oh, no, wait. Sound like projections. Sometimes people make assumptions and go through relationships thinking they knew what a person needed or knew what a person wanted because they didn't have those conversations. So I'm just asking, if you asked him, hey, what's your love language? And let me tell you mine, and now let's kill this thing. That's a really good conversation to have. Yeah. We're Scorpio, so we're very black and white. We don't like no gray area, nothing. I think when it comes to sex and intimacy in a relationship, I think that both people have to be on the same page. There are some times in relationships when the man wants more from the woman, and there are some times when the woman needs more from the man. You gotta have conversations. You have to. There's a lot to uncover about Lewis. What you mean? I just feel like any other man would love and appreciate the strong woman that we are, and I just want my husband to do the same. You don't think he appreciates how strong you are? Some men are intimidated by strong women. Do you think he's intimidated by you? I'm saying that I want to know. Ask, do I intimidate you as being a strong Scorpio woman? I appreciate Mel checking in on Lewis because we all know how men are. They just want more, they want more, they want more. Is it ever enough? Obviously, she went through this with Martell, so she might have some unique insight. So the guys are in Atlanta.
Okay. So this is another great conversation about relationships that I really want to get into. You know what, ladies? Say what you want. Say what your deal breakers are. Say what you are going for and what you're not going for. You know, in this conversation, Tiffany opened up to Melody and shared how Lou was saying that he was not getting enough sex. But from Tiffany's perspective, she said, we have sex, it's just never enough for him, you know. And then Melody was saying, be straight up about what you can do, what you can't do, and what you want. And none of this surprised Melody, right? Because she said in her confessional that in relationships, sometimes, you know, it's going to be like a seesaw where one is up and the husband is demanding more from the wife. And then the next thing you know, the wife is up and she's demanding more from the husband. And then, you know, you try your best. That's all you can do each day is try your best to be there for yourself and your partner, right? You can't just be there for your partner. You can't just be everything to everyone else. You have to also be everything to yourself, or else you can't even, you're no good. And I also want to talk about, you know, Melody saying there's no gray areas. And she said with the zodiac being a Scorpio, we're Scorpio women, you know, we don't really have too many gray areas. We're just in black and white. And I definitely could see her saying that to Tiffany, because I'm sure we could all agree that watching Tiffany on Love and Marriage Huntsville, she definitely said whatever came to her mind and just said it in very clear, good English. So you knew exactly what she was talking about. And I have to say that that is key in romantic relationships. Like, I can remember being on a dating website, Plenty of Fish. I met this guy. We messaged on Plenty of Fish several times. We talked on the phone. He asked me out to meet him in person at a restaurant. And I just remember, you know, back then, especially my 20s and 30s, very religious, very involved in church. There on Wednesday nights, Sundays, and involved in different auxiliaries. I remember like sharing that with him and then telling my godmom about the date and how I brought that up. And she told me, you know, not to really talk church so much right out the gate. And some of you, I'm sure a lot of you would probably agree. And then my goddad chimed in. He was joking. He was like, now, Mert, you're supposed to be a preacher now. Like trying to say like, you know, you're supposed to be giving, I guess, godly advice or something. But I believe my godmom, she was keeping it real in the terms of a lot of men will get turned off or feel weird if you bring up God. But I have to say, I'm proud of myself for being honest about who I was with the guy. I did not hold back because that was my life. Like if I wasn't at the gym right after church, I'm sorry, if I wasn't at the gym right after work, I was at church for some auxiliary meeting, you know? So that was who I was. And I was just being honest and straight up with the guy. I feel like women are always programmed to hold back who you are so that you do not scare the man away. But when you do that, you're creating a gray area, literally. But instead, you can be black and white and say, I date with the purpose of marriage. You know, I don't believe in dating somebody for 7 years before getting married. Shout out to Kimmie. But, and let me say this, if you're okay with dating someone for 7 years, 10 years, that's fine. Do what makes you comfortable and happy. The point I'm making is whatever your goals are, whatever your heart's desire is in terms of a romantic relationship and involving someone else, be straight up. Don't feel like you have to hold back because you're going to quote unquote scare him away. If you scare him away, he sounds like he's kind of weak and he can't keep up with you. And you were black and white about it. You did not create a gray area. So y'all know I love to binge watch the older seasons of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I love it when they inspire me to have a talking point and make a video. I hope that you enjoyed this conversation. Please hit the like button on this video as it is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. Definitely check out the video that I made yesterday about my routine with Melody Cherie's 7th Avenue skincare line. I have quite a few of the products, including her hair serum that I do use on my locks. Check out that video. It's very fun to make. And I hope that you are having a fantastic weekend. And I will talk with you all very soon. Bye.